Kazanmak için önce kafanın ferah olması gerekir.
Mücadele stresli, koşullar zorluysa yeni Head and Shoulders Men spor ferahlığı.
İlk kullanımdan itibaren %100'e kadar kepek koruması ve benzersiz mentor ferahlığıyla sen de kafanı ferahlat, kazanmaya başla.
Ben bu kafayla daha çok kazanırım.
Yeni Head and Shoulders Men spor ferahlığı. Kazanmak kafada başlar.
In a moment for game number 4 of our best of 7 with the 76ers trying to become the 4th team to win the championship in 4 straight games. And we'll have a jump between Ivaroni and Cooper. Michael Cooper, who has come off the bench. When Magic Johnson was hurt 2 years ago, Cooper was prominent in a starting role, but basically he has come off the bench as primarily a defensive performer. Philadelphia ball. Norm Nixon with a strained tendon in his left knee. Of all the ailments he has, that's the one that has really put him on the shelf. He has a dislocated shoulder. Andrew Toney hits from the baseline and also a cut, which he suffered in game number 3. Magic Johnson, who has been bottled up by Philadelphia. Cooper loops it in. Rambis wasn't there, and the turnover gives it to Philadelphia. If the 76ers win, they will establish with a 12-1 mark the best playoff percentage ever in the NBA.
That's pretty near perfect, Dave.
Can't do much better than that. Their one loss to the Milwaukee Bucks after they had moved in front 3-0 against that team in the Eastern semifinals. Andrew Toney tipped out by Magic Johnson to Cooper. Cooper is quick. Rambis throws it away. So the Lakers are off to a shady start in this game.
Well, it's not a real bad start. I was worried about them the last game because they started so strong. They seem to be at the right emotional level to start this game because everybody's a little nervous to start a game, especially a game that's important.
Cooper is going to be guarding Maurice Cheeks. Magic Johnson on the doctor, and Malone. Rambis the rebound.
This will be the hardest game for the Sixers to play this year.
Basket counts and a foul, and one of the few times we've been able to see Magic Johnson go practically the length of the floor with one of his forays.
And the reason this game will be so difficult is how do you play it? You want to win it. You don't have to, but you want to. And you want to very badly. And so how do you play it? Do you, how much patience do you exhibit? When do you start to worry?
The personal foul was on Andrew Toney, and the Lakers lead 3-2. The trapping defense by the Lakers. Malone doubled by Rambis and Kareem. Ivaroni has 7 seconds on the shot clock. They have 24 seconds to try a shot. And here come the Lakers. Magic finds Wilkes, who loses it out of bounds. Philadelphia ball. Pat Riley, who is fined $3,000 by the league for his remarks of the officiating in game number 2. Malone can't do it, and Ivaroni gets the offensive rebound, and he's fouled. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the headlines, as Brent and Kevin talked about, could this be his last game in Los Angeles? And all I want to know is, what would the Lakers do without a center like Kareem?
They might have a couple of problems. A couple of large problems. You know that thing about Pat Riley being fined $3,000? I wonder if in his remarks did he tell any lies?
Foul was on Kareem and Ivaroni. Lakers have turned the ball over 3 times. They missed them both. Lakers are the defending world champions. Philadelphia has been in the finals 4 times in the last 7 years and have come up empty until now. Off of Rambis, and a 4th turnover by Philadelphia, and we have completed just 2 minutes of this game. By the Lakers. Lakers have turned it over 4 times. James Worthy, the fine rookie, out with a broken leg. McAdoo is hurt. Nixon is hurt. Julius Malone, the offensive rebound, and that's what he does best. Irving is on Jamal Wilkes, and he has done a super job on Wilkes defensively in this series. From the corner, Irving over Wilkes, gets the rebound, and the lead pass intercepted by Cooper. Magic all the way. And Moses Malone has it slapped away, and a loose ball foul will be called against the Lakers.
Good hustle by Magic Johnson. It's obvious to me that these Lakers are ready to play this game.
Nobody wants to be swept. Ever. In anything. Personal was on Magic. 2 team fouls against the Lakers. Magic is on Julius Irving. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ivaroni way off balance, but has it again in the corner and a new clock. Andrew Toney working against Wilkes. Traveling called against Andrew. Andrew Toney back on defense, and Jamal Wilkes beats the Sixers down the court, and the basket is good. And a foul as well. The Lakers haven't seen enough of this kind of play in this series to suit them, Bill.
Well, I think that one of the things that here's a pass from Magic. He gets the ball, and he always looking up court, and there's Jamal Wilkes free, because if you're free, Magic can get the ball to you. I think one of the reasons that Jamal has not been as effective in this is that he's been playing defensive guard, and to run the offense from there is very difficult. It's a real drastic change.
And he's guarding Andrew Toney, an explosive scorer who has scored very well, although nothing like the way we have seen him in the past. He once scored 46 against this Laker team. Maurice Cheeks from the baseline. Maurice Cheeks, the point guard, has set the tempo and one of the top scorers for Philadelphia. And Kareem comes back with his first basket decisively. Our 5th tie of the game right here. Broken 7-6. And it goes back to 8-7. We have had 6 lead changes, and Philadelphia, as the tempo speeds up, still has the ball.
This has been the most wide open game so far that these two teams have played so far, and that they're both playing good defense, but they're both running and getting that ball up and down court.
You saw Billy Cunningham, the Philadelphia coach, who was weary and tired, but proud of his ball club, and talking to him before the game, he did not act as if his team had a 3-0 lead. I guess when you're a coach, you always worry.
You have to. And you know what's really funny? You see a guy age years winning, and because this is a tough profession. Now he's got his ball club. They won, only lost 1 game, and they're still nervous.
We've had 6 lead changes, and the Lakers will try to make it 7 right here. Michael Cooper has it knocked away, and Rambis with a fake on Malone, gets Malone in the air, and gives the Lakers the lead once more. Back and forth we go. We have 7.5 minutes remaining in the first period. Cooper, Cheeks gets away. Now Michael is all over Julius Irving. Rambis went right at Malone. And we'll have a Laker foul as Clement Johnson comes into the ball game for Philadelphia. He is the backup center and power forward who returned in game 3 after missing a game with a urinary tract infection. And Mark Ivaroni, the free agent rookie from Virginia, goes to the bench. Foul is on Rambis as he really went at it. Malone, his first personal foul. There it is, the alley-oop done to perfection by Toney and Julius Irving, and lead change number 8 in this first period. Nearly 5 minutes gone by. Dick Stockton and Bill Russell from the Foreman Inglewood. Rambis finds the room, and Malone blocks the shot. Philadelphia ball.
When the defense breaks down, it's nice to have a guy who can block the shot. Now here's Julius High, gets that alley-oop shot. He's working Magic. Now, let's see, he's got there. Now he's got him. That's what you call playing without the ball.
6:55 remaining first period. The Sixers lead at 10-9 in a tight game. Philadelphia leading Los Angeles 10-9. 6:55 to go in the first period.
Now here's what I mean by wide open game. Magic, this is something that he's not been able to do very much in the series so far, is run that ball up and get those kind of shots off for their team. They shoot a very high percentage when he can run the ball up, but Philadelphia has challenged him in most cases, so they've slowed the Laker offense down. Slow.
Shooting story, the lead has changed hands in each of the last 8 baskets in this game. Right now, Philadelphia has the ball and the lead. Maurice Cheeks to Andrew Toney. Julius Erving wants the ball inside against Magic. Doubled with Cooper, and Magic knocks the ball away. Picked up by Toney. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and now they're going to say that they had to reset the 24-second clock, which they did not, and there were 2 seconds left when Toney picked up the ball, and Earl Strom noticed they did not reset the 24-second clock. So now we have a new clock, and Clement Johnson will inbound for Philadelphia. Sixers trying to become the second team in a decade to win a title with the best record, and Julius Erving seems like a man possessed off the early start. He has 4 points. This is the biggest lead of the game for either side, 3 points, but the Sixers foul. And Andrew Toney is hit with his 2nd personal foul.
Now here's that play by Julius. If he had tried to shoot that instead of dunking it, Kareem might have blocked it.
Clint Richardson has come in the game. He has been a defensive force coming off the bench in this series. Kareem inside against Malone. That's normally where Malone gets the ball against Kareem, and there's nothing that anyone can do about that.
But one thing about Malone, you know he's not going to get tired, and he'll be there the last quarter doing the same thing.
Clement Johnson finds an opening. And the former Florida A&M performer.
Now here's that pressure on Magic Johnson coming to bring the ball up. Clint Richardson puts in full court.
Magic gets it inside. 3 red shirts around, and it was Clement Johnson, Malone, and Julius Erving.
A whole group of them.
Malone blocked the shot, and goaltending will be called, and Julius Erving will get credit for the basket.
Now Magic wants to know why his wasn't goaltending.
Because it wasn't. Those 2 plays weren't even close. So the Sixers have opened up a 5-point lead. Jamal Wilkes was hitting 53% during the season. He's 46% during this series. Magic Johnson's shooting is down. And Norm Nixon, who's hurt, also has been down. Malone gets his own rebound. And gets the foul? No, it's offense against Moses, who slams the ball down in disgust. So Moses Malone picks up his 1st personal foul, and Bobby Jones comes into the ball game for Philadelphia. Julius Erving goes out. Philadelphia had off to an early lead in rebounding. In all of the 3 games, the Lakers have led at the half and also had the rebounding edge on Philadelphia. That, of course, until the 2nd half.
Another good defensive play. Now, that was Moses' quickness on that. That was a pretty good pass.
Clint Richardson throws up a wild air ball, and it's L.A. possession.
But obviously, they misjudged his speed or quickness because he's much quicker than most people think because of his size.
Under 5 minutes to go, first period. Dick Stockton and Bill Russell here at the Forum in Los Angeles. 3 games to none. The Sixers lead the Lakers. Jones is all over Jamal Wilkes. And fine defense by Bobby Jones. Clement Johnson with the rebound. Cheeks has Rambis on him.
They think it's a mismatch because Magic is trying to guard Malone.
And he takes advantage of it. They found him. That's one thing the Lakers haven't done, is taken advantage of an open man when they've had a man free inside. Philadelphia has, as they did there. Sixers have run off 6 straight points and lead by 7, and that's broken with Kareem's mini skyhook. Crowd is still arriving, but most of the seats, practically all of the seats, are filled right now. Cheeks against Cooper. Offensive foul.
That was a good call because Michael Cooper was retreating. See, if you give ground and there's contact, although you are moving.
Mike McGee, who you can see has played sparingly in the playoffs and did not play all that much during the regular season, has come into the game, replacing Jamal Wilkes. So Pat Riley, forced to go deep to his bench, brings in Mike McGee, who was the #1 draft pick last year out of Michigan. Clement Johnson blocks Julius Erving's attempt. McGee was a prolific scorer at the University of Michigan, and at the time he joined the Lakers was the top all-time Big Ten scorer. but he has been somewhat of a disappointment here. Kareem with another hook, his second in a row, and the Lakers come within 3. 4 for 4 for Kareem. He has 8 points in the game.
This has turned out to be quite a defensive game, although it's wide open. It's still real good defense, especially on the full-court game.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Clement Johnson working against Kareem. It's another one. So we're seeing Clement Johnson's offense here. He already has 4 points, more than he's averaged in this series. Into Kareem, low. Kareem's getting it in good position. Malone knocked it away into Clint Richardson's hand. Malone against Magic. And it's Los Angeles ball with 3:01 remaining in the first quarter. Johnson with Clint Richardson. Gambling his cheeks. Good pass to Randall. Magic with a fine assist.
Now Magic is forcing that ball up under pressure, and this is keeping the Lakers in the ball game, is that they're fighting to keep control of the tempo.
And the Sixers have called a timeout. Billy Cunningham wants to wrap it up. Kareem and Moses, the 2 dominant centers.
Now there's something you see is a sky hook, but you don't see how, most of the time, how a guy gets it. Now he has to fight and fight. Now there's a attempted layup and got it blocked, but the key to is the offensive position.
And Moses has 3 blocked shots so far. We're live at the Forum in Inglewood on CBS, the home of the NBA World Championship, where the Sixers lead 3-0 over the Lakers in the World Championship Series. And a fine ovation during the timeout for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Lakers' leading scorer in the playoffs and the series. He has just passed Wilt Chamberlain to move into 4th place on the all-time NBA playoff scoring chart.
That's a lot of points.
And he's second to Wilt in the all-time NBA scoring. Landsberger has come in, number 54 for the Lakers, so they will have Landsberger and Michael Cooper up front with Magic Johnson and Mike McGee in the backcourt with Kareem. Philadelphia has out-rebounded the Lakers 12-4, including 4-0 off the offensive boards. Clement Johnson has had a hot hand so far. This is that time. Julius Erving keeps it alive to Bobby Jones.
Now the Lakers can match the Sixers in quickness, but in picking up that quickness, they've lost a little edge in rebounding.
Tipped by Kareem into the hands of Magic. Clint Richardson on defense. Mike McGee guarded by Maurice Cheeks. And a foul called against Philadelphia. It'll be the 14th foul against the Sixers. Moses Malone on the bench for the first time in the game with 4 points. Julius Erving commits his 2nd personal foul in the game, so Tony and Erving each have 2 fouls. And Mark Ivaroni quickly checks back in, replacing Julius.
As I said earlier, Dick, this is a very difficult game for the Sixers to play, because you're halfway between. You know you should win it, but you got to be careful how you do it.
Kareem hit. He was surrounded by red Philadelphia jerseys and will go to the line. That's the 15th foul against the 76ers, and Mark Ivaroni his 1st personal. So Kareem will go to the line. He's doing everything he can, and before game 3, Pat Riley said, I need at least 10 rebounds from Kareem, who had 4 in each of the first 2 games. And Kareem responded with 15 rebounds to do what Riley wanted him to do, so you can't really fault Kareem. He just happens to be going up against the super center in Malone. Tony Bennett.
Well, you know that the 76ers are the #1 rebounding team in the NBA this year, and so they're going to, in most games, out-rebound the other team, no matter how much of an effort you put in, because Moses is not the only one on that team that's a good rebounder.
20-19, Philadelphia leading under 2 minutes to go, first period. Mike McGee is guarding Andrew Toney. Loses his footing. Landsberger's on Ivaroni, and Clint Richardson gets by Michael Cooper inside. Biggest lead Philadelphia was 5 points. Been hovering around the 3-point mark.
Almost a great pass. Good idea by Kareem.
Minute and a half. Lakers have 3 team fouls. They have 1 foul that they can waste before they get into the penalty. Andrew Toney. Clement Johnson crashes the offensive boards, but Magic Johnson comes around. looking for some opening. Bobby Jones. And Magic goes in and draws the foul. Jones was all over Magic Johnson, and finally he says, the heck with this. I'm just going to go to the hoop.
Well, that's when as your game unfolds, you'll see more and more things that Magic can do, because these great players, a lot of things they do are very subtle. The things that they're capable of, you don't see very often, so you don't know that they're capable of them. But he can go to the basket, he can make the outside shot, besides being a great passer.
Personal foul was on Ivoroni, his second. Magic has 4 points. He has been stymied till this game by the Sixers defense. He's the Lakers' top rebounder, but he has not had 10 assists or 10 rebounds in any one game.
Well, that's one of the guys that the Sixers key their defense on, in that he controls the tempo, and so they've been really attacking him to try to get control of the tempo.
Ivoroni and the Sixers passed well in that segment.
They're a great passing team too. That's one of the things that makes them so good. Not only they're quick, but they can all pass, and they really execute their plays well.
Mike McGee hesitant to shoot. Cooper. Ivoroni. Bobby Jones had beaten everyone down court, but Ivoroni thought better of it. Tony has it with 33 seconds to go in the first period. Throws it away.
The Lakers are playing pretty good defense because they have a very quick team out there now.
22 on the shot clock. Bobby Jones on Cooper. Clint Richardson picks up Magic, and another foul on Philadelphia, and the Lakers will go to the line.
Now I think what they're going to have to do, Mike McGee is a great shooter.
He's going to have to shoot.
Yes, and he's out there, and he's so nervous. That's the last thing in the world he's thinking about, is shooting the ball. He just wants to get rid of it so he doesn't hurt anything, you know. But he's got to go ahead and assert himself and take those open shots.
What does Pat Riley want to get from Mike McGee?
Well, he wants him to, while he's out there, play good defense and hold the fort. Don't make a lot of turnovers. Don't get burned too bad defensively. And if you got an open shot, put it in.
1 point lead for Philadelphia, and the Sixers playing for the last shot of the period. Kareem has 12 points, far and away the leading scorer of this period. Julius has 6 of the 7 men who have scored. Wild shot, 5 seconds to go. Cooper looks up at the clock and pulls up for the shot. A three-pointer. We got a long way to go in this game. 1 period is history, but the Lakers have taken the lead on this 3-point shot by Michael Cooper.
That's a good way to end the quarter.
Start the second period. Mike McGee in his second year from Michigan, number 40, along with Magic Johnson, Michael Cooper at forward with Mark Landsberger and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kevin mentioned the rebounding story still favors Philadelphia. Magic. McGee. And 2 great opportunities for the Lakers. They come up north. Sixers with a chance to tie. McGee is on Tony, who's playing with 2 fouls. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Bobby Jones with a screen from Malone.
And a great shot, a running left-hander.
Bobby Jones, other than Moses, may be the key performer in this series for Philadelphia, coming off the bench and doing everything.
And I think Moses may have a lot to do with that.
McGee hits his first outside shot, and that's going to do a whale of good for his confidence.
Now, because he could really cause problems if he makes that shot, because he's a great shooter.
Tony working against Cooper. What a move by Andrew Toney. Went around one of the better defensive players in the league as if he were just standing there.
And he used the basket as a screen on the shot so that Kareem couldn't get to it to try to block it.
Magic Johnson had missed his last 5 shots before he hit that basket. You give the Lakers a lead. They haven't had more than a 2-point lead in this game. Philly was up by 5 in the first period, and Bobby Jones hits his second in a row. So we have another tie. Game 4, best of 7. Dick Stockton and Bill Russell. Lakers trail the Sixers 3 games to none. Philadelphia looking for a sweep to go home to a big parade in the Quaker City. Kareem skyhook, and he has 14 points now. He is the leading scorer in this series for the Lakers, has hit 6 of his first 7 shots from the field. Kareem is on Ivoroni. This is the turnaround. McGee gives it up to Magic. 2 in a row for Magic Johnson. And Julius Erving is going to come back in the game. He has 2 fouls, and he'll be coming back in. And a foul is on Mike McGee of the Lakers. There's the doctor who's looking for that first NBA championship ring. But Andrew Toney put a move on one of the better defensive players, Michael Cooper.
There he goes right to the hoop. Now watch. There's Kareem. He'll give him a fake and then use the basket to screen Kareem away from the shot.
The Philadelphia 76ers can get into the record books with a victory tonight, give them the best playoff record of all time. To no one's surprise, Kareem's 71 Milwaukee team and last year's Laker club also right up there. And Kareem is off to a sizzling start. The 36-year-old veteran, 14 years in the league from UCLA, and he'll be part of a penetrating inside look. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at halftime of this game 4.
You know, you guys say he's 36 like he's ancient. 36 is not very old.
Well, he had to go up against Artis Gilmore in 6 grueling games, and now Moses Malone. If he were 24, he'd feel old now.
Right. Okay, Dick. All right.
But you're right, 36 isn't old. I mean, you're only 38, and you're young as anything. Here's Cheeks on a feed from Ivoroni, is fouled inside. Good pass by Mark Ivoroni, set up that foul situation. That is the second team foul on the Lakers, and the second on Mike McGee.
Now, see, on that defense, on that pass, the weak side, the guys away from the ball, should have. Now, here comes the pass right down the middle. Now, McGee just reacted a little too late. If he'd reacted a half a step sooner, he would have been there in time to pick that pass off.
Maurice Cheeks, who has averaged nearly 14 points against the Lakers and 6 assists a game. He already has 5 assists.
And he's the key man on their defense. See, they have a lot of block shots, but when the guys get in there close to the basket, they run out of momentum. That's why the Sixers can block shots a lot.
Magic Johnson. Ivoroni had it and lost it. McGee picks up the loose ball, and Mike McGee with his second basket of the game, and the second-year guard from Michigan forced to play with Norm Nixon out and not playing on the bench.
And I'll tell you one thing, McGee is playing good defense on Andrew Toney. But I want to tell you, the way he's playing, he'll be tired for a week after 1 quarter, I'm telling you, because having to concentrate on a guy like Andrew Toney will just wear you out.
Into the game for the Lakers is Dwight Jones, who is a midseason acquisition from the Chicago Bulls. He is a 6'10 center, and he's guarding Moses Malone. Ivoroni throws it away. Lakers by 4. Their biggest lead. Lead changed hands 9 times. In the first period, Ivoroni knocks it away. It's still Laker ball.
No matter what combination they have out there, the Sixers are playing good team defense.
Keep in mind, they've been behind till the second half in all of the games so far. Malone gets the rebound, and if you look at Moses' stats in the first half, they're not impressive. But look at him when the game's over. Toney, Cheeks. Maurice Cheeks, one of the best shooters for Philadelphia in this series and in the playoffs. And the Laker lead has been cut to 2. 8:20 remaining in the first half. We're at the Forum in Inglewood. Wilkes from Magic Johnson.
Now that's what they have to do, is get the movement inside. And Magic is doing one good thing for the Lakers. He's forcing that ball up quickly, even under pressure and in a double team even.
He has 9 points and 5 assists so far in this game. And we'll have a Laker foul. It'll be their first team foul of the second period. It's on Dwight Jones.
Now here's Dwight and Moses. Little push there. Now what the fans saw was that second push, and the referee usually sees it third or second push.
You know, Dwight Jones and Moses Malone have worked out a lot together. And they said Dwight Jones knows a lot of Moses' moves. Doesn't mean he can stop him, but he's more familiar with them.
I'll tell you one thing, he paid to learn.
Mike McGee has his third personal foul. So McGee, coming in with 4 points, has 3 and goes out of the ball game, and he'll be replaced by Michael Cooper. But McGee gets a hand.
You know, Moses is a very difficult man to guard because, first of all, you got to keep him up the boards, and that requires contact. But he thrives on contact. So, in order to play him, you would have to use selective contact. You'd have to initiate it and get away from it, initiate it, get away from it, so that you can bother his rhythm. But if you keep constant contact with him, you're in for a long evening.
Andrew Toney, shooting percentage is off, although his point production is not, averaging 21 against the Lakers in this series.
And the reason for that, Dick, is he's a scorer, not necessarily a shooter, although he's a great shooter. He's a scorer, and scorers that do that, they'll get their points.
7:43 to go in the first half. Lakers 38, Sixers 35. Dwight Jones was pushed before the shot.
Great position and a great pass on that. They had to foul and stop that play because Magic can really pinpoint his passes.
Iverone's picked up his third personal foul, and Bobby Jones will check back in a moment. There's Bobby. Magic Johnson gets position inside. So Johnson going to work offensively, something the Lakers will need with Nixon on the bench and McAdoo questionable, and Magic has 11.
We don't know how this game is going to come out, of course, but you can see that the Magic is playing with the heart of a champion. Excuse me, Dick. He's playing with the heart of a champion. The heart of a champion means, to me, is that you may beat us, but we won't lose.
Turnover Story. Lakers are playing that way. Magic particularly.
And you expect that.
Pat Riley said we want to spoil a parade. Another Philadelphia foul. It'll be their second team foul. The Lakers already into the penalty.
This is the best passing game the Lakers have had so far in the series. And if they can do that, that's what you have to do with the Sixers defense. You have to stretch it, and you have to make precision passes. And if you can do that, you can beat it. But you have to keep doing it because they're going to be, that defensive pressure will be there all night.
Bobby Jones committed the foul. Magic Johnson has hit 19 of 20 from the free throw line in this series. You saw Kareem on the bench getting a breather now. He has 14 points. Moses Malone in the game and Dwight Jones behind him. And meanwhile, with Kareem on the bench and Dwight Jones watching Malone, they've opened up the biggest lead of the game of 7 points. Under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Julius misses the shot. The offensive rebound by Malone. The basket will count in a foul. So Malone scores and will go to the line. He has 6 now in the game.
You know, he's such a great rebounder, and I've watched him. He goes for a rebound, as I've said earlier in one of the other games. He goes for a rebound like he's going for a pass. He knows where it's going. He gets the position there. Times it perfect.
Bill, what is Pat Riley, Laker coach, what's his approach to his team, trailing 3 games to none in the championship?
Well, first of all, if you have to tell them the importance of the game, you're in too much trouble to even bother. So that never brought up. He's got a smart team. What he has to tell them is the adjustments we're going to make and what we're trying to accomplish with these adjustments, because that's important so that they know what they're trying to accomplish, so that if there's a breakdown, they can recover and make it happen what they're trying to get. But he never would say to you guys, our back's against the wall, or we're down 3-0, what we're going to do, because they know how important the game is. And if you have, like I said, if you have to tell them, forget it.
This is the time for the Lakers to be careful. In the last 2 games, they had good leads midway through the second period, but the Sixers closed the gap and came on strong in the second half. So we're going to watch these last 6 minutes of the first half very closely as Malone brings the Sixers to them 3 points.
That's that quickness I was telling you about that the people underestimate.
Inside, double team on Dwight Jones. Landsberger's follow-up.
Another block shot, but the Lakers came up with it.
Alley-oop, and Wilkes knocked it away, but Malone recovered. Landsberger gets the rebound. Coming out with it is Magic. Against Tony.
Well, he knew where Moses was, that's for sure.
Magic has 15. Kareem was on the bench and coming back soon has 14 points. Julius Erving is short with it. And Landsberger tears it away from Bobby Jones for his third rebound. And the crowd is up. Cheeks can't save it. Wilkes is fouled. 5:41 to go, and the Lakers are about as high as they've been.
And that was some good downfield blocking on that last play.
Here's Kareem back in the ball game. Dwight Jones goes out, and Andrew Toney is out of the ball game, replaced by Clint Richardson.
Now here's Dwight Jones trying to keeping Moses off the boards right there.
We're back to live action.
You can't just screen him. You have to also jump for the ball.
Wilkes banks it in. Jamal Wilkes, who's not had a chance to consistently do the things that he does to burn opponents, get free in the corner for his outside shot. Cheeks has the shot blocked by Kareem. The Lakers by 9. Magic will go to the line and try to make it 11, and the crowd loves the Laker effort. And Philadelphia wants a timeout. Maybe this man will start to get his motor running. Moses Malone, who has 9 points and 7 rebounds. Andrew Toney, who, along with Cheeks, leads Philadelphia scorers with 11 points. The top scorer, of course, Kareem has 18 and Magic 17. And watching it all from the bench is the scrappy and game Norm Nixon, who is out for the ball game. Sixers jumped out to an 18-11 lead midway in the opening period. Kareem brought him back. The three-point shot by Cooper turned it around, and the Lakers put on the steam in the second. 65-51. And there's Magic. As Kevin Lockery pointed out, Magic is clicking with the outside shot. And now it's a 16-point lead, matching the biggest of the game for L.A.
If he's going to make that shot, that's going to open that middle up so bad that it'll be impossible.
Inside to Malone. It was last knocked off by a Laker player.
Magic Johnson helping out like the Sixers and the Lakers both use a lot of helping out. In other words, whoever has the ball, there are 2 guys on him at all time. That means the other three guys have to zone the other 4 guys. So that's why they're not a very good rebounding team, is because they're not in position for man-on-man defense.
Maurice Cheeks baseline. So Cheeks comes back with a shot from the baseline. He has 13 points, the top scorer for Philadelphia. He has not been amongst the top 3 scorers in this series against the Lakers. Malone, Toney, and Irving have held those on him. Double team, Kareem falls down, gets it out to Rambis. Malone clears it to Cheeks. Even when the Sixers have fallen behind, they have played with poise and patience. They know they have a lot of time to come back, and it's all predicated on defense. Cheeks drives in and draws the foul. He has just turned into a terrific all-around player from the quiet kid from Chicago who joined the Sixers out of West Texas State 5 years ago.
He's still quiet. I know if he ever said anything in the huddle, Billy Cunningham would probably say, "Who said that?" He hadn't heard his voice very much. But he's quite a player, offensively and defensively.
Kareem with his second personal foul.
And you will never see a team with more patience and confidence than the 76ers.
12-point lead. Toney picking up Johnson early. It was Toney and Clint Richardson that stopped Magic Johnson. Length of the court forays so far in the first 3 games. Now the Lakers playing a half-court game, something they didn't execute well in the 4th period in Game 3, knocked away on a fine defensive play by Toney. So let's see if L.A. will be able to keep up their half-court offense.
And the Sixers are on a defensive run right now.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Rambis with a short one. Malone the rebound. And here comes Philadelphia. Toney breaking from the other side, and steps called. Double dribble actually against Maurice Cheeks. He saw Toney going in from the right, changed his mind at the last minute, but not before the violation.
Well, what happened was the Lakers defense got back in time to take away the play, and he's already committed to the play.
Ibaroni on Rambis. Irving out to meet Wilkes. Rambis. And here comes Philly. Cheeks now goes to the doctor against Cooper. It's tipped. The basket is going to count. It was tipped, goaltending called, and Julius Erving has his 4th basket of the ball game, and Philadelphia has run off 6 in a row here.
This is that run I was telling you about that they had to make early, and they're making it early.
10-point lead now. Rambis has it blocked, and Johnson's shot misses. And it is still going to be LA ball, and Philadelphia is making a very early 3rd period run.
As we expected, because they know they had to. And the thing is that the Lakers are missing what seem to be easy shots, but they are not easy shots because the defense makes it more difficult.
16-2 run. Here at the Forum in Inglewood, Dick Stockton and Bill Russell. Game 4 of the NBA World Championship. The Lakers are trying to fight back and get in the win column, trailing 3-0. They lead in the game 67-57, although Philadelphia is in the midst of a run. This is the 3rd period shooting. For LA, Bill, Kurt Rambis, who took only 3 shots in the first half, already is 0 for 4 in this 3rd period.
What the Philadelphia defense has done is they've shut it down, and so that's the only shot that's available.
Kareem. That's a good shot to have available.
Right. And so you take the guy that you think would be the least effective and make him to be the one to take the shots.
Kareem is 7 for 8 now and 20 points in the ball game. Julius Erving finds Ivaroni. Good pass by Julius.
Because he knows he's going to be double teamed, and when he's double teamed, he's a great passer. Now, in order to keep a run going, you have to score at least half the times down the court and stop the other guys at least 1 out of 3.
3 minutes gone by in this 3rd period. Magic Johnson and Malone gets the rebound, and there's a loose ball foul against LA. That's against Kareem, and that's now his 3rd personal foul. So Kareem has 3 personal fouls in the ball game. Something to watch at this point.
And that train's about 4 minutes ahead of schedule right now.
10-point lead. You know, anytime our audience hears about trains ahead of schedule, they want to know what you're talking about.
And the guys trying to keep up with Moses.
Tony missed.
And they're fatigued.
And Moses finally got the rebound, and Andrew Toney hits from the corner, and it's an 8-point game. The Lakers, led by 14, stretched it to 16, and now it's an 8-point game. Jamal Wills is fouled going in. He was looking for the 3-point roll on that, and he'll go to the line.
And you may have noticed in the second half, there have been no easy shots for the Lakers. In fact, the jump shot that Kareem Banks shot was only a real good shot that they've had. And they were expecting him to try the skyhook, and that's the reason that was available.
As you saw there, the Lakers have been outscored by 43 points in the second half by Philadelphia, and they've held the top shooting team in the NBA to only 41% shooting because of that defense. It's an 8-point lead for the Lakers. It was 16 just a short while ago. Now it's 9 with 8:23 remaining. We're in the 3rd period.
I think that run is over now, and they'll just play even for a while, I think.
And you talked about another run, which we'll discuss in a moment. Irving missed. Kareem clears. Michael Cooper has Tony right in front of him. Johnson goes straight to the hoop and is fouled. Ivaroni and Julius Erving were inside. Rambis goes out, and Landsberger comes in. Ivaroni has 4 personal fouls. He is in foul trouble. And Magic is on the line, shooting 2. Mark Ivaroni, free agent rookie. In fact, could be the 2nd straight free agent power forward who played in Europe to start for the NBA champions. Although Philadelphia leading 3-0, trailing here. Magic is 9 for 9 at the free throw line in this game. LA by 11. Five seconds on the shot clock. And the Lakers held fast with defense as Cooper and Ivoroni collide with each other. And Ivoroni has his 5th personal foul.
Well, he got his money's worth on that one.
5 on Ivoroni, and he'll go out for Bobby Jones. He has started all but 5 games for the Philadelphia 76ers as a rookie, 26-year-old rookie. Turnover gives it to Philadelphia. 7:31 on the clock, 3rd period. Bobby Jones going in. Can he fly when he gets ahead of steam? 9-point game. The Sixers had it down to 8.
Now, you just saw what the Sixers do when you make a mistake.
Wilkes wide open. No one covering it. Andrew Toney was hit in the jaw, and all of a sudden gets a little chummy out there. 5 minutes going by, 3rd period.
Now, the intensity is increasing in this game right now. This is getting to be a crunch time, as you call it.
Early crunch time. Toney. Julius fighting for the loose ball. And here come the Lakers. And steps called against Magic Johnson. Traveling against Johnson. Turns the ball back to Philadelphia.
Now, the good defensive play by Toney, what he did was he blindsided Magic, but he had enough room still to make a turn. Now there's when Toney got his comeuppance.
And a few lumps. All right, Pat. Thank you. The starting front line for the Lakers of Kareem, Wilkes, and Rambis have outscored Philadelphia's front line of Ivoroni, Irving, and Malone by 19 points. Bobby Jones fall away. Kareem gets the rebound. Out of bounds, it's still Laker ball. So as Bill accurately signaled an end to that Philadelphia run, it's an 11-point lead with less than 6.5 remaining in the 3rd period. How far behind can Philadelphia get now? Wilkes. Malone had it and lost it. And Wilkes comes in. Wilkes again. It's now 13, Bill. They cut it down to 8.
They still have to make another run at the end of this period or the start of the 4th period. That's what I was talking about, the 2nd run.
Team fouls, 3 against Philly, 2 against the Lakers. Toney is clobbered by Jamal Wilkes. First personal on Wilkes. And the 13th foul against the Lakers. Billy Cunningham.
Now what you do to make a run is you keep working defensively until you find a rhythm or a defense that works. And then you emphasize that. And as I said about the Sixers, if they're going to make a run, it'll be keyed off of their defense. Because when they play good defense, they are a great shooting team also.
2 free throws by Toney. Once again, it's 11. We haven't seen Mike McGee in this 3rd period yet. Landsberger is up front with Wilkes, with Cooper and Johnson the guards. Cheeks doubling off. He's the designated double teamer. Malone gets the rebound. He has 11 rebounds in the ball game now. And a chance to bring the 76ers to within 9 points. And Bobby Jones does it from the side. What a terrific playoff he's having. 5 for 6 in this game. He was 7 for 12, 6 for 11 in 2 other games shooting-wise. And that's only part of his asset. Cooper. Malone gets the rebound. Now they can make it 7 with 5:12 remaining. And Bobby Jones goes up. And they're going to call the blocking foul against the Lakers and not the charge against Bobby Jones. And Bobby Jones looks like he is hurt on the floor. It's against Cooper, but Jones is shaken up. 3 on Cooper, but the concern is Bobby right now.
Now here's the play. Maurice Cheeks has the ball, he hounds it. Bounce pass to Bobby Jones. And there's the play right there. Now let's see where he lands. I think his head might have hit the floor. Here's another angle of the same play. Let's see how he lands. That's the thing there. There's where he hit his head on the floor.
Philadelphia will take a timeout. Jabbar has now passed Elgin Baylor and has now moved into third place in NBA playoff scoring. He has Jerry West and John Havlicek. West, the all-time scoring leader. Havlicek is second. Earlier, he surpassed Wilt Chamberlain. 20 points in the game. Philadelphia continues consistent shooting. LA is down to 25%, reminiscent of their 19 that we saw in the second half. Last game, the Lakers shot 2 of 14 from the field in the third quarter. Right now, they're 4 for 16.
And what the Sixers have done is they've fine-tuned their defense and decided who would do the shooting and keeping the key guys from getting their shots.
This is as close as the Sixers have come, 8 points. They had it earlier in the third. Now it's 8 again with 4:52. And Cooper gets past Malone and scores. So it's a 10-point game again.
You have no idea what a great play that was that Magic Johnson just made. If he were 6'6", he couldn't have made that play.
Julius open as Bobby Jones. Jones continues to shoot the lights out of the basket, has 13 points on 6 for 7 shooting.
I guess the headache's not bothering him a whole lot.
Kareem looking inside, finds Magic. Good pass. So the Lakers are getting effective passes inside. Last time by Magic, this time by Kareem. It's a 10-point game once more.
And that's the only way you can beat that Philadelphia defense, is stretch it out and cut without the ball.
Malone. LA ball. Malone yells foul. Gets no respect. And here come the Lakers right back with Cooper. Wilkes. And the Lakers, after struggling a bit this period, are doing the job off the offensive glass impressively. And
now here's that pass by Magic. The defensive man is playing him, doing a good job on him. Now he's going to make a great pass with all that defensive pressure right there and relieve some of the pressure on them because they were having a hard time getting inside.
Clint Richardson has replaced Andrew Toney. There's Clint.
Now you'll see when Clint Richardson goes on defense, he will try to pressure Magic Johnson in the full court so that they can take away. He's controlling the tempo of the game for the Lakers, and they want to slow it down a little bit.
Cooper goes out, Mike McGee back in.
He did a good job for in the first half.
Don't forget, if the series moves to Game 5, we'll be there Thursday night at the Spectrum in Philadelphia, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And the Lakers would have to win and hold their lead for that to happen. It's 82-70, under 4 minutes to go in the third period. Dick Stockton, Bill Russell from an excited forum in Inglewood. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Malone inside. A foul. 9 points so far for Moses Malone, who has averaged over 26. Landsberger fouled him inside.
Now what the Lakers have managed to accomplish is that the Sixers are using Malone as a safety valve. In other words, when the offense breaks down, then you give it to a guy that can get a shot off no matter what. And he's up to it.
Malone has 10 points now and 12 rebounds in the ball game. Watch those numbers soar. Lakers by 10. Pressure by Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's the pressure that Clint Richardson does to try to slow down so that Magic is not so effective.
Exactly. Wilkes to Kareem. Skyhook time. Loose ball. Malone just determined. And here comes Mo Cheeks. He's got Irving and Jones. He goes to the doctor. And the doctor is fouled inside. Now, so far in the matchup of the small forwards of Wilkes and Julius Irving in this series, the doctor has done a defensive job on Jamal Wilkes. But so far in this game, Wilkes has really broken out to 19 points in the ball game to 8 for Julius Irving. But again, we must tell you that Julius can contribute in so many ways.
Right. And he continues to do it. And sometimes there are people that only can equate his greatness with the number of points he has.
That was 6 years ago. Or 5.
Now they have McGee bring the ball up, and they would rather have Magic bring it up. Now what they're doing is they have McGee bring the ball up in front court so the Magic can kind of rest and then run the offense.
3:15 remaining in the third period. Bobby Jones blocks the shot. Wilkes comes back with it. Kareem left open. And And we'll have a Philadelphia foul inside, and Billy Cunningham is all over the officials. Team fouls. Lakers have 5. They've been in the penalty, and the 76ers 4. This has been a heated ball game practically from the very start. The 24-second clock for the second time was reset incorrectly. The first time they didn't set it, and this time they did. Cunningham with a great winning percentage in regular season and the playoffs, led his team to 65 wins, more than any other team in the NBA. One of the top records in the history of the league. But Philadelphia has not won that championship. In fact, they haven't won a title since 1967. 3:05 remaining in the third period. This is the closest the Sixers have come. 8 points. They haven't been able to get under the 8-point barrier. Mike McGee. Landsberger keeps it alive for LA. Malone knocks it away to Cheeks. Fine defense by Moses.
Again, they underestimate his quickness and how much territory he can cover in a short period of time.
2:40, third period. Malone, double, kicked out of bounds. Philadelphia ball. They have 11 seconds.
Now, the Lakers are doing what the Sixers have been doing to them pretty much. When their ball goes inside, everybody's in there. And try to say, if you're going to beat us, you'll have to beat it from the outside and take that outside shot.
Julius is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 1 in the penalty. Foul is on Jamal Wilkes, his third person.
Now they're trying to get the ball into Kareem, and here's that pass I was telling you about with Moses. Now see, he looks like he's out of position there. Uses his right hand because he's on the left side. Good defensive play.
Clement Johnson, number 45, there you see him, replaces Bobby Jones, who continues his fine play off the bench. He has scored 13 points. He has 3 rebounds and 6 for 7 from the field.
Now what Billy Cunningham has done, he's going to bring Andrew Toney in because they need a balance with their outside shooting. When they took Bobby Jones out, now he puts Andrew Toney in to keep that outside threat so that when the Lakers defense packs inside, they got someone that can burn them.
This 7-point deficit, which is now 6, is the closest Philadelphia has come in the second half. Since the middle of the second period, actually. Biggest lead was 16 by the Lakers. It was 14 at the half, so Philadelphia has made up a big chunk. Here's Jamal Wilkes, and Clint Richardson gets the rebound. Trying to make it a 4-point game. Toney going to the hoop. And a 4-point game, and LA is being challenged here in the waning moments of this third period.
Across what the Sixers have done, as you see, Clint Richardson here challenging Magic.
Basket counts and a foul.
Good play by Magic. But what they're doing, Clint Richardson is not trying to take the ball from Magic. What he's trying to do is make him take time so the defense can set up. Now here's the strategy, is to make Magic have to protect the ball. And that's a great play there.
Hard to do anything about that play. Magic Johnson now with 26 points, and that 3-point play broke an 8-point string by Philadelphia. And Bill, you talked about the 2 runs that they have made in this third period. One early and one late. Moses Malone drives in. 85-80, Lakers with 1:42 to go in the third. Philadelphia leads 3-0 in games, trying to wrap it up in 4 straight. Lakers trying to stay alive and send it to a 5th game in Philadelphia Thursday. Kareem.
Great shot. A left-handed skyhook.
22 for Abdul-Jabbar. Magic has 26. Wilkes on the bench with 19, with Cooper replacing. Illegal defense. And we know that sign so well, don't we? Huh?
We've seen it enough.
We know that signal for the illegal defense, and Pat Riley is saying where. That's a warning the first time that's called. The second time an illegal defense is called, it's a technical foul, and And illegal defense in pro basketball means that there's a player not guarding someone, basically playing an obvious zone defense. 1:16 showing on the clock, third period. Both teams in the penalty on fouls. Lakers 87, 76ers 80. Kareem to Cooper. Winding down to a minute to go in the third period. And we have an offensive foul against the Lakers that sends Kareem into a rage. And that's why 4 fouls on Kareem, and now Dwight Jones is going to have to come back in.
Now here's the play. Now a good acting job by Moses, because there's no one can push him that far.
Why is it so easy to do out there and so tough to do inside, right? Closest, the Sixers have come 4 points. It's a 7-point game now, but Kareem is on the bench with 4 personal fouls, and Moses Malone is fouled going up.
And that train is running about 10 minutes ahead of schedule.
Kareem is on the bench. He has scored 22 points. But what do they say about Moses Malone? At a certain point in the ball game, he says, I'm tired. But if I'm tired, the other guy must really be tired. Now I'm going to start to play.
Well, see, now Mark Lansberg is doing a good job, but he's just wearing him out. You see out there 2 or 3 minutes of pushing with him. He loves it. And as the game goes, it gets more and more effective.
40 seconds to go, third period. 5-point lead for the Lakers. They have 15 on the 24-second shot clock. Into Dwight Jones. Tips it up and in. Second try is a charm for Dwight Jones in his first basket. Philadelphia trying to get the last points here. 17 on the shot clock. There's a 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Malone. Short shot doesn't make it. And here comes LA. And here's Cooper. And Bobby Jones fouled him from behind, but he made sure Cooper wasn't going to get the basket and the foul, wasn't it?
That's the kind of play you have to make. You have to try to make. As I said earlier, Julius is the only one I've seen to be able to pull that play off without fouling, although Bobby Jones got awful close on that one. Now here comes the great pass from Magic out front. And there comes Bobby Jones. Never give up. Right there.
Jones' his third foul. And Michael Cooper and Pat Riley has come on the bench. Come off the bench, I should say, to argue the call. Now, what is he trying to tell him? It's a 20-second timeout, I would think. We did not get an official call of a timeout. But it appears to be a 20-second timeout, and Pat Riley is with his team in midcourt. And there was
maybe no timeout at all. They just come out there talking. The guys in Philadelphia walked over there and
said, let's talk it over on the bench.
Yeah.
As soon as we know, you'll know. There's Bobby Jones on the bench. No timeout was called. Bobby has 13 points on the bench with 3 fouls, and here is Michael Cooper.
I think one of the key elements has been that Philadelphia is putting the pressure on the Lakers bringing the ball up court, and that has helped them as much as anything. Plus the fact that a couple of guys in that front line are getting worn out a little bit, are worn down.
Michael Cooper had his knee cut with a coffee can tin when he was a youngster. Had 100 stitches. They said he may never walk again, and he runs as well as anyone. 7 seconds to go. Turnover to Magic Johnson. Shuffles it inside to Dwight Jones. And Lansberger's shot count. Kareem with 4 fouls remains on the bench with 22 points. Pat Riley would like to bring him back, but hopes he has a cushion when he does. Irving makes no mistake on a feed from Andrew Tony. And a 5-point game, 95-90. Philadelphia's closest was 82-78. So they're very much in this with a lot of time to go, believe me. We'll have a foul. Ivaroni, and if it is on Mark, it's a 6th, and he's out of the game. He's gone.
And he had a couple things to say to the referee about the smog alerts they've had here in L.A. this last couple of days.
4 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 blocked shots. And Billy Cunningham now has to play without the man who starts at power forward for him. That means Clement Johnson has a bigger role for sure the rest of this game. 6 fouls and you're out of the game, so we can look for Clement Johnson.
Or Bobby Jones.
Yeah, well, Jones is going to go in there and team with Julius Erving, and that's a combination that's worked very well for him.
Well, what Billy Cunningham was trying to do was get as many minutes as he could out of Mark Alberoni. He put him out there. He knew he had 5 fouls. And every minute was a bonus.
Jamal Wilkes guarded by Bobby Jones. McGee, look at the Philadelphia defense. All over the Lakers with plenty of time on the shot clock, though. Dwight Jones, loose ball. Jamal Wilkes forced that one up. And McGee keeps the ball for Los Angeles. Clint Richardson is on Magic Johnson. Malone just waiting for someone to come inside. He's on Rambis. Bobby Jones on a steal. 2-on-1 break. Clint Richardson and Bobby Jones. And now the Sixers are as close as they've been since the middle of the second period. And it's quieted considerably here at the Forum. And the dancing is stopped for the moment. Kareem has to come in. Pat Riley would have liked a bigger cushion, but he has no choice now.
Yes, the first half, the Lakers were managed to play fairly well without Kareem, but not the second half because Philadelphia's on a roll. They got their defenses going now.
Dwight Jones is out. This is the closest the Sixers have been since 36-34. Kurt Rambis. And Malone gets a rebound. It could be a one-point game. Bobby Jones. The doctor. And Philadelphia is gaining a lot of momentum, not to mention confidence, which they seem to always have.
And extreme patience. They never once were they.
Richardson misses. Chance to bring it to 1, and the Lakers again.
No matter what the Lakers lead, they never lost their poise.
8:20 remaining. We're in the 4th period of Game 4. Magic. McGee tips it in. Mike McGee not only is helping the Lakers in Game 4, he's helping himself for next year. Malone comes out of nowhere for his first offensive rebound of the half, and is fouled.
Now, here's the kind of play that Bobby Jones has been making the whole series, the whole playoff. And pass, way to run a 2-man fast break.
Just touches the ball. It's a touch pass for Bobby Jones for the most part.
Well, what you want to do is get the one defensive man out of step so that he can't guard either one of you. He's just in the middle then.
Magic committed the foul, his 3rd, and Moses Malone. This is his 2nd. 97-93 Lakers. Under 8 minutes to go. 4th period. LA must win to survive and stay alive. Kareem. Foul. Basket will count. Foul is on Moses Malone. That's his 3rd personal foul. 3 on Moses. The 76ers have beaten the Lakers 5 straight times this year, twice in the regular season and 3 more times here in the championship. Kareem has 4 personals and Moses has 3. Moses not in foul trouble. Seven-point lead for the Lakers. Cheeks. Second-year man McGee guarding Mo. Malone. The crowd thought that Malone had fouled Abdul-Jabbar. Just a thought.
Crowds don't think.
Oh.
They react.
Wide open is McGee. Malone is fouled by Kurt Rambis. A loose ball foul. And that'll be the 14th foul against Los Angeles here in this fourth period. And 4 on Kurt Rambis. Offensive rebounds this half. The Philadelphia 76ers make a living on offensive rebounds, but in this half the Lakers have had the edge, even though Philadelphia has come back on the scoreboard.
That shows you what statistics can do for you.
Right. Tony shuffles it to Doc. And Magic Johnson in control with Andrew Toney trying to get in his way. Bobby Jones with another steal, and it sounds like a broken record. Cheeks driving in. Malone. Another offensive rebound. Another one. Look at that. What do you do about that?
Well, Kareem was never in a position to stop him because he's reacting defensively, and he never once. Moses got that first shot off. It was all catch-up, and no one ever caught him.
Remember we said Malone hadn't done that much statistically? He has 22 points, and he has 19 rebounds, the most he has had in this series. The Forum is rocking here in Inglewood, California. That's the story. 6:36 remaining in the fourth period. The Lakers trying to hold on, a lead by 5. At one point, they had a 16-point lead. It was 14 before that at halftime. Lakers have had it narrowed to 3. And Philadelphia obviously coming on, and Moses Malone has 22 points and 19 rebounds. And Kareem is the second high scorer for the Lakers with 25 points and 6 boards. The two great centers together there. Lakers, you saw them with the great edge in offensive rebounding because they're only shooting 32%, so they've made up for it with their work off the offensive board. Here's the alley-oop to Cooper. Doesn't work. Bobby Jones. And the Sixers trying to cut it to 3. Cheeks does exactly that. And Philadelphia is making their fourth period run now. Johnson. Wilkes. Moses, his 20th rebound of the ball game. He led the league with an average of 15 during the year. Tony. And it could have been 1. Now, a bad pass. Kareem overthrew Jamal Wilkes as he hangs his head. What a game this man has played. Marvelous.
He's doing everything he can. I know he wishes he had that pass back, though. .540 now remaining. Rambis got a piece of the ball, and it's L.A. Good defense. The weak side helped out just in time then. That's the only way you can stop that play. The guys away from the ball. Lakers have fought back the Sixers every time they've come close. And they're going to call Clement Johnson with the foul on Kareem. And that'll be the 14th foul against Philadelphia. Here is Marcus Allen, the sensational running back for the Los Angeles Raiders, and he told us that his parents celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary. Super guy from Southern Cal. May have been his first year in the NFL. Magic missed the layup inside. That was a difficult shot. Tony on the move. And a Laker foul, and that'll put him in the penalty. If it's a foul. No, that was
no foul.
A person that whatever he was in taking told him he could guard Moses. So he's going to go out there and help. You were talking about the crowd before, I believe. 3-point game, 100-97. Lakers lead by 3. Winding down to 5 minutes to go. Fourth period. Tony throws it up and draws the foul, and he got the 2-shot foul out of it. And that is the 15th foul on the Lakers. Magic Johnson has his 4th foul in the books now, and Tony will go to the line. Now, Billy Cunningham is bringing Julius Erving in for Bobby Jones. And now this is the time when the game is going to be decided. They've made their run, and now they're going to go down the stretch, trying to see if they can pull another run out of it. Tighten down the defenses and get good shots as much as possible. Whatever happens, the Lakers have made a sensational
performance tonight out of this game, using little-used bench people because of the injuries to Norm Nixon and Bob McAdoo, who haven't played in the game. People like Mike McGee and Dwight Jones have had to play a lot. It's a one-point game, 100-99. The Lakers trying to salvage something. Tipped up and in by Kurt Rambis. And it's 3 again. Tony again against Wilkes. Moses Malone. Taps it to Tony. And it's 1 point again.
And Moses kept that ball alive. And now the train's on schedule again.
Philadelphia 76ers making the run, trying to wrap it up in 4 straight. Trailing by a point. 4:15 showing on the clock. Kareem. And Malone snares the rebound with his reach, his 22nd rebound in the ball game. 4 minutes to go. Wilkes punching at Tony, punching at the ball. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tony lost it, and Wilkes gets it back. Here come the Lakers. Cooper. And the Sixers want a timeout after that Cooper basket, but Wilkes got the measure of Andrew Toney on their 1-on-1 duel at the other end.
He was able to distract him to make him concentrate on beating him one-on-one, and he's able to steal the ball right there. Knocked it loose and he went for the ball. He finished off that defensive play. A defensive play isn't finished until you've got the ball.
And here's the Cooper basket that puts the Lakers up by 3 with a timeout. Moses Malone trying to make sure there's no game 5, as he has 7 points and 9 rebounds in this period, and his game totals are that great. 22 points, 22 rebounds. Now the question is, with the score 104-101 Lakers and 3:35, when Ellie goes on offense again, will they go to Kareem, which they did considerably the last time? Malone knocked it away. Still Philadelphia ball. They have 11 seconds to try a shot. Magic has 26, Kareem 25, Wilkes 21. That's 72 of the 104 that the Lakers have by those 3. Tony misses and Rambis gets the rebound. Malone thinks he was pushed. He was into the second row. 3:15 to go. 4th period. 3-point lead. And they'll call a foul on LA and 5 on Kareem.
Now what Magic called for was Moses went out of bounds on the last rebound and said, beat him up, Cap, and try to get inside and shoot.
So Kareem is playing now with 5 personal fouls, and he's got to play with 5. Lakers have no other choice. 3:03, winding down to 3 minutes to go in the game. And a push by Wilkes. And Tony can try to bring the Sixers to within 1. For Jamal, that is his 4th foul. As far as the timeout story, the Sixers have 2 timeouts plus their 20 remaining, and the Lakers have 3 full timeouts to go. Lemon Johnson is asked by Earl Strom to quietly move along to the lane.
I don't think that's... All right, Dick, he asked him.
All right, he said, get over here. Tony has 22 points.
And what Tony's doing is carrying the load for the Sixers offensively. And in a lot of teams, this would be a bad thing. But what he does is allow them to concentrate on defense.
He is 11 of 12 at the free throw line. So under 3 minutes to go. It's 104-103 Los Angeles. Lakers over the limit in the foul. Sixers have committed 14 fouls. Kareem. And it's 3 points again. At one time, the Lakers owned a 16-point advantage early in this 3rd period. Philadelphia has come to within 1 on several occasions. Maurice Cheeks gets inside and is pushed, so he'll go to the line. So Philadelphia is drawing fouls at least.
They're making the Laker defense break down, especially on the weak side.
That's the 5th personal foul on Michael Cooper, Russ. So with Bobby Jones, by the way, coming in replacing Clement Johnson, Cooper has 5 and Kareem has 5. I would think that if this game were to move into overtime, that might be a disadvantage for the Lakers. They're undermanned as it is. Cheeks can come within 2 as he missed the first. Ivaroni had fouled out for Philadelphia. But the Lakers have 2 of their key men with 5 personal fouls. And now the Lakers call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. And with 2:24 remaining in the 4th, it's LA 106, Philadelphia 104. We're getting a sizzler here in game 4. Pat Riley trying to keep his wounded team alive in this championship. Force a game 5, and we'll be there Thursday at 9 o'clock from Philadelphia if the Lakers win. They have 15 seconds on the 24-second shot clock, and the Sixers playing their usual tight team defense. Kareem, and it's knocked away by the doctor, and here he comes. A big play. And a tie. They've come all the way back from 16 points under 2 minutes to play. Our 4th tie against the Philadelphia Trap Rambus. The 33-year-old Julius Erving with a big play. And Magic Johnson goes in and is pushed inside. That's the 15th foul against the Sixers.
And that's that team defense that they're playing the passing lanes. And Julius is as good at that as anyone. He and Bobby Jones are particularly good at that, playing in the passing lane. That's how he came up with that steal.
Bobby Jones, 4 fouls. Magic Johnson. 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Marty Aronoff, our statistician, keeping track. And now Magic misses at the worst time, you'd have to say. 1:44 remaining, 4th period. And the Lakers are up by 1. He has 27, does Magic. So does Kareem. They're the high scorers in the ball game. But now Philadelphia trying to take the lead with 1:35 now remaining. Bobby Jones.
And this is the place they want to be. They think they can beat anyone going down the stretch.
Julius gave up his dribble, guarded by Magic. Wilkes is all over Tony. Cheeks with 1 second. They don't get it off. The 24-second clock expires. Big defense by L.A., Russ.
And the Lakers have to score this time down. You got to take advantage of that. When you can get a turnover like that, when they don't get a shot off, you've got to nail it down by scoring on it.
1-point lead for L.A. Cooper. Into Kareem. Double team, skyhook. Short. And Malone gets it out to Maurice Cheeks. 76ers looking to take the lead. And they will. And the man who may want it more than anyone else in this forum, Julius Erving, has made the steal and the big basket, and on the feed has given Philadelphia 108-107 lead.
And here's Billy Cunningham. He's putting in Clint Richardson. And the reason for that is after Julius either makes or misses the free throw, he wants Clint Richardson to put the pressure on Magic Johnson, bringing that ball up court.
And Julius Erving will try to complete a 3-point play. This is the first lead that the 76ers have had since 24-23 in the first period. And a timeout called for by the Lakers. They have 1 timeout left, and the Sixers are up by a point. Philadelphia leading by 1. If they hold it, they're the world champions in 4 straight. The timeout story, Lakers have 1 left with 59 seconds to go. And keep in mind that Kareem, along with Magic Johnson and Michael Cooper, have 5 personal fouls each. Ivaroni fouled out earlier for Philadelphia.
And that's one of the things you notice Julius Erving, you know, he had, as we talked about earlier, didn't have the numbers up there, but he has made a couple of key plays going down the stretch.
And it's when you get them, right? It's like your block shots when you played with the Celtics. All right, the Lakers, if they needed to score last time down, Russ, I'm sure they need to do it now. 50 seconds. Magic. Bottled up. Cooper into Kareem. Got Malone and Cheeks on him. Foul. And if it had gone in, it would have been a three-point possibility. Cheeks has some words for Earl Strom, who says stop right there. For Maurice Cheeks, that is his third personal. Andrew Toney comes in for Clint Richardson. We know why he's in.
Every time there's a timeout, it depends on who's on offense and who's on defense. It's the substitution that Billy Cunningham would make.
The Lakers are 9 of 11 from the line this half. Philadelphia, 22 of 25. 42 seconds remaining. Pat Riley, who guided his team to a title last year over that man, Billy Cunningham. Maybe a reversal this time around. And Kareem, 8 for 10 from the line. And it's 109-108 Philadelphia with 40 seconds to go and 20 on the shot clock. Julius with 10, with Magic guarding him. Irving outside, hits a big one. A big basket. And a 111-108 Philadelphia lead, and the Lakers call their last timeout. Michael Cooper will inbound. Sixers won that championship in '67 with Wilt Chamberlain, Chet Walker, Luke Jackson, Wally Jones, Hal Greer. Three-point attempt by Cooper is short, but it's last touched by Toney. So with 19 seconds, the Lakers still have a shot. Now this game is far from over. Now Kevin Loughery's been in a lot of down-to-the-wire games where amazing things can happen. Into Kareem, knocked away by Cheeks and a steal. Cheeks will use up the clock. Goes Malone, and that may do it. And look at the Sixer bench. They know
it's that defense. So right again, that defense comes up with the big play.
Magic Johnson misses a three-pointer, and the Philadelphia 76ers, Maurice Cheeks, quiet, knows they're going to be the world champions, folks. And Billy's done it, finally.
There's 1 second left on the clock.
I don't think they're going to play that 1 second. Pat Riley and Billy Cunningham, Warriors, great coaches together. They're both great young coaches. They asked Julius Irving, would you rather win it at home? And he said no, because that would mean 72 hours more of wondering, and I've wondered long enough. Julius has his ring. Moses Malone did what Philadelphia wanted him to do. The champions of the NBA 1982-83. Four straight. Only the fourth time in history. Golden State did it over Washington in '75. Milwaukee over Baltimore in '71. And the Celtics over Minneapolis back in '59. And now the Lakers.
When I was a kid.
Yes. Sixer dressing room. And the man who came alive with 24 points, 23 rebounds, and 3 block shots. Question as to whether Billy Cunningham will come back to coach, but that's not the main issue right now. All right. Right now, we're going to go down into the 76er dressing room to Brent Musburger. Brent, do you hear me?
Doc, it's all right. Congratulations, Doc. How does it feel now? You've waited so long for that NBA championship.
Well, 7 years is a long time, but it was well worth the wait.
Doc, take me through those last hectic minutes. You scored the last 7 points for them. The first field goal comes on the steal.
I think it was just a matter of opportunities coming. There you go, Bill. Being in the right place at the right time. They put so much concentration, I think, on Andrew and Moses. It just opened me up right at the end.
Billy, did you think when you fell behind again that you could come back in this one?
This team has done it all season, all year in the playoffs. The thing, we just didn't come out the way we wanted to in the second half. We just came out and played the ball we're capable of.
Hey, Alfredo.
Mo, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel great, man. I had to go to the boys for a quarter. I feel great. Hello, Alfredo. And Mr. Gill, my mother, Mary Malone, and my little boy, Small. Talking. Come on. Hey, mama.
62-66, all right. Come on, come on.
Kazanmak için önce kafanın ferah olması gerekir.
Mücadele stresli, koşullar zorluysa yeni Head and Shoulders Men spor ferahlığı.
İlk kullanımdan itibaren %100'e kadar kepek koruması ve benzersiz mentor ferahlığıyla sen de kafanı ferahlat, kazanmaya başla.
Ben bu kafayla daha çok kazanırım.
Yeni Head and Shoulders Men spor ferahlığı. Kazanmak kafada başlar.